Chapter 4, the event date and the Season 4 ending was just confirmed to be happening all on December 3rd at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. The live event is going to be called Fracture, and we can assume that the Chrome is going to overtake the land, and then we're going to destroy the Fortnite universe in some way. What we can expect for Chapter 4 is first-person mode, Creative 2.0, and a brand new map. The event name is called Fracture, and we can assume that the Chrome will spread everywhere, destroying the whole universe and causing the black hole. And this is why everybody is wondering what will happen in the Fracture live event. And I think I just came up with the perfect theory. The event will obviously be called Fracture, so I think the 0 point will end up getting destroyed a little bit. The Chrome will finally end up expanding all the way to the 0 point and destroying the 0 point, making it expand and breaking the loop. The bubble around the two islands gets destroyed as this Chrome spreads more, and the two islands start drifting away from each other slowly. The 0 point left stranded in space. Chapter 4 will be called Separated. There will be a brand new island we've never been to before in space. The 0 point creates a thin bubble similar to the last one, but this time it's see-through, and if you look into the sky, you can see past it into space. And actually, if you look far enough, you can see the two islands drifting away from each other. Midas is back. You may be confused, so let me explain. The Paradise Challenges just came out, and we can hear the Paradigm talking, so yes, she's back. She says that reality is destined to be destroyed here, and we basically can't win this battle. She proceeded to tell us to ask Jones about the top secret Stormbreaker plan. The reason we have to ask Jones is because Jones used to work for the IO. And the last time somebody tried to break the storm was in Chapter 2, Season 2, when Midas built a device to stop the loop. At that time, Jones still worked with the IO. When we got teleported to Jones's office, we could actually see these 3 folders on his desk. And those folders said top secret all over them. And guess what? Midas was on them. The other 2 had jewels and links, but they're not as important right now. What is important is that Jones now knows how to break the loop because he remembers how Midas tried. The thing is, we will lose in the event either way, so what are they trying to do here? This eventually leads to the Fortnite storyline is ending, and this is why. Live event leaks are coming out everywhere, and spoiler warning, the live event is basically a movie. This live event starts at 4 p.m. and I'm sure you've heard it, but you can join until 4:40 p.m. which means that this live event will be at least 40 minutes. This 40 minutes could technically clear up everything that's unsolved right now, like Midas, the Chaos Agent, which by the way, he's in this teaser. Colombo and Devoured could be returning in this 40 minutes. We could figure out more about the Singularity and literally everybody else. This could be counted as just a short movie if it's over 40 minutes. I mean, over a year ago, The Rock did say that he was working on a video game related movie, and if they wanted to, they could literally end the storyline within this time frame. If you think about it, everybody's saying that the reality will end, the bad guys are about to win, and most of the good guys are actually going to be controlled by the Herald, because most of the 7 are actually consumed by Chrome, and the Herald can control anything that's consumed by Chrome. We will see if the storyline even returns after this event. What do you think? Fortnite Chapter 4's new mechanic was just discovered. Kind of. Every chapter so far has had a brand new mechanic added to the game. Chapter 2 brought swimming, Chapter 3 brought mantling and tactical sprinting, and in Chapter 4 I think we will actually have underwater swimming. This would bring a whole new world of possibilities. We could even have weapons that work better underwater and not as good above water. We could even have whole named locations underwater. We would get about 30 seconds of air before we run out, and the way we refuel our air is an old trick that we can see in Sonic. There could be bubbles under the water and you could use those to breathe. If we don't use the bubbles to breathe, we will drown. Fortnite Chapter 4 is coming out, and this could be the new map. Let me explain. This backbling was just leaked, and it is tied directly towards the live event. In the middle, you can see what looks to be the 0 point, and around it, it is definitely fighting something. Before I tell you what it's fighting, let me explain something. The last reality has had many chances to destroy the 0 point, but it seems like they're just trying to destroy the islands, because if they destroy the 0 point, then there would be nothing left, and even they would lose. This is why I think they are trying to capture the 0 point and use it for its power. This would explain this backbling because this 0 point could be fighting the Chrome in this backbling. The Chrome has been trying to get to the 0 point this whole season, and that's why I think that the reality tree is actually important. So far, the reality tree has had no reason to be here until now. I think the Chrome will spread to the reality tree and then use the reality tree's roots to get to the 0 point and corrupt it. And in Chapter 4, there would be a whole new world where the last reality is abusing the 0 point's power. There's a huge theory going around that would definitely explain the Asteria name. The new Chapter 4 map might be sections of Chapter 1, 2, and 3 map all combined. We would see mixed POIs, new places, old places, all of it's back. but more importantly, the loot pool would be different. Each section of the map would have different weapons based on whatever chapter that's from. So if it were the chapter 1 section of the map, you would get weapons like Scar, Pump, Pack Shotgun, everything like that. If it were chapter 2, you would get weapons like the alien weapons, the newer version of the Pump. Chapter 3, well, you would get the Striker Pump, the MK47, and all of that. And it would all be combined just like I'm showing you right now. Throughout Chapter 4, the maps would continue to combine, and depending on what season you are in, it depends on what the map looks like. Whatever the map looked like in Chapter 1, Season 1 would be Chapter 4, Season 1, and same with Chapter 2 and 3. This makes us wonder what Chapter 4 will look like, and I think I actually know. Let me explain. The name is called Fracture, obviously, which is basically telling us what is going to happen. The chrome will successfully spread to the 0 point, fracturing the 0 point into multiple different pieces. While this happens, both of the islands start to spread apart, drifting away from each other in space. The shattered pieces of the 0 point also spread apart in space. It'll split into 3 main pieces. One of those pieces will recreate the Chapter 1 map, one will recreate the Chapter 2 map, and well, you understand the rest. And you would actually be able to select different maps. Chapter 1, 2, and 3. It could look like this. And the storyline for this would be the 7 split up and try to collect the different pieces of the 0 point on each island. This could eventually lead to the black hole. Fortnite leakers found this backbling in the files, and it shows exactly what will happen in this live event. The Herald will control the chrome and try to consume the 0 point with chrome in order to control the 0 point. And how she would do this is genius. She would probably end up consuming the reality tree with chrome and then using the tree's roots to get to the 0 point. And this backbling looks like it shows the 0 point fighting with the chrome. But also this backbling could mean something completely different. This could be the 0 point combining all of the Fortnite maps into one. And that might even look like this. In Chapter 2 Season 1, we saw a skin in the Battle Pass called Fusion. This backbling's description says initiating 0 fusion. And the Fusion skin's description says merged into one. This could mean that all of the Fortnite maps will be combining. And finally, the black hole. Fortnite has been teasing the black hole for a long time, and it isn't what you think. I have a whole video dedicated to the black hole's return, so go watch the video on the screen. I'll see you there.